Hello everybody and welcome. This is Paul Levine with Stealth Traders. Today's February 5th, 2024. It's a live market. We're on the ES 610 tick. Today we're going to be looking at the full stealth mode. It's a combination of our 6 indicators. Everything's fractal. So what that means is it'll work in any time frame, tick, range, whatever you think it won't work on, it will work. So let's get right into it. Let's look at our momentum study, which gives real-time money being entered into the trade or entered into the actual market, and that's the money velocity, which I just highlighted here. So what's important here is, for example, as you have these green bars, the difference bar, which is the blue bar that's injected into the green bar, this is why your trade is going up. So it's actually calculating bids and asks in real time, and it gives you a full schematic in color real time that money is being injected to the trade. These ones here will be a block trade. I have it set at 30, so anything which is 30 or above, it will show a block. And this would indicate your last look at your trade. So when you see a high percentage signal, you want to make sure that the money velocity, which is the last thing that you look at, is going in the direction of that high percentage signal. Now let's look really quick at our new study, which is the wave counter, and this looks at the market in real time. It's real artificial intelligence in real time. What it actually has done here is it's created a chop box or a sideways market. That's the white dotted lines, which are drawn in real time. So once price breaks up, that will go away, the top part of the chop box, and if it breaks down, that's the low of the chop box, and if it breaks through that, then you're looking to go short. Here you're looking to go long, you're looking to go short. But right here you sit on your hands, you do not trade. Also, as you can see here, it draws in real time, it paints out the lines, and that would be your wave 3, and you would go short. And then your money velocity, as you can see, well, a lot of money was being injected to the downside. And on the reverse side, where you have a long, here's a 1, 2, 3 right up, painting your waves out, crosses the zero line on a hyper snapback study, and you're long. So it makes it really easy. It's also color coordinated. Green we go long, red we go short. Now let's look at, since I mentioned the hyper snapback study, so the hyper snapback line, which is following the market, runs red and green. Now what's important here is the zero line. That's the zero line right there. So whenever the hyper snapback line is above zero, right here, you're just looking for longs, and it's color coordinated too. When you're below the zero line, you're looking for shorts. It gives a signal to go short. Off of that wave 3, you're short. Your money velocity, the blue bar is injected. That confirms you're short, and you would go short there. Let's look at the momentum band now. The momentum band is the cloud channel, red, green. Red you go short, green you go long. Very important aspect of this study is it's covering deviations in the market where momentum lies. So in this particular area where you have sort of a sideways chop, when it breaks out and goes below the band here, which is red, the bars are outside of the band, that's a high indication that there's velocity in that direction. Oh, and then look at the money velocity agrees with that. Hyper snapback study crosses over, so you're short. So just really simple there. Without any hesitation, you'd be short in that trade. I also have, this is free with NinjaTrader. This cyan color line is the 50 SMA and the yellow is the 20. And that's normally put there because institutional traders use those to signal their algorithms. And as you can see here, it failed the 20 and the 50, and that's another confirmation to go short. If it hasn't failed those, you wouldn't go short yet. So simple, red light, short, green light, long, red light, green light. Let's look at our dynamic target lines, which are for this green line on upward momentum, this is support and resistance. Red is support and resistance on a downward move. The dot dash line, which is thicker, is a session low. This is pre-market, so that would be the overnight low. And then let's see if there's, okay, and that was a high on the overnight, which is dot dash green. And the study paints in real time. True AI. It gives you support and resistance in real time. You do have historical, but these lines are painted in real time. As you can see here, we're out of that chop box. It went up. It actually painted a dynamic target line, so that's your support and resistance. We'll see if the wave 3 takes off. It's not confirmed yet. I just went a little bit, so there you see the dynamic target line moved. We're still below the zero line on the hyper snapback, so it wouldn't exactly be in the hot seat to go long. You also have a white snapback down, and there was a yellow snapback down. Price may want to come back down, maybe retest the 20 at the bottom of the LRC, which we'll talk about right now. The LRC is a channel which has 4 lines. And the most important thing to remember is you're just in the real market, you're looking at the right side of the actual channel. And that's a live market. So it's tilted down, which means we're in a downward trend. If it's tilted up, you're in an upward trend. A couple more bars up and it will tilt up. Now if you did use, I'm going to look for to try to get into a trader. I kind of like this setup with the wave 3. I'll buy that right there. Let's see if we can let me move that up. Stop is way too back there. See how the trade actually develops. Okay, so we're moving up now. I had a lower time frame below the 610, which indicated that the hyper snapback line was above the zero line, which was a 333 tick. I used multiple time frames. You can see that the LRC kind of just started to turn up slowly. Trade looks nice. I think what I'm going to do right here, I'm just going to bring my stop right in there. If I get stopped out, that's fine. I have some profit just for demonstrations, because there is a snap back down. So that's fine. My stop got filled. We had a well over $100, but you can kind of see how the money velocity injected money up. It came out of the sideways market on the wave 3, and the LRC now went up. We're above the zero line, so that's positive. So you can see how the full stealth mode is just a symphony of movement that makes it simple for, we like to keep it simple, for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And if you just were going to trade on the color, it's right there. I believe that we've covered a majority of the actual system on how it works. And if you notice too, a lot of what the system was telling us was not to look for a short. And it methodically went up out of the chop zone and gave you some nice signals. And you also can see here that it drew dynamic target lines in real time. Just getting back really quick to the snapbacks, which is the white, and the hyper snapback, which would be yellow, which you have right here. And this hyper snapback, because the momentum is strong, it's slowing the trade down, but it's telling you perhaps put your stop up because this trade may roll back down. So you want to be bringing your stops up. So remember, it's kind of pre-market. The volume is slow and choppy. And that's what I like about tick. There's a block trade up right there on this current bar where it's injected. So all right, so I'm gonna add a couple more, and I'm gonna go to 4. I like this move here. I may get into this here. It's pulling back down a little bit, perhaps toward the bottom of the LRC. Momentum is green. My hyper snapback line is over there. It's green. It's actually showing a postal pattern here where when you yellow and white and the hyper snapback line pierces, that's showing that it wants to go up. So this may be a little pullback. We'll go long right here. Let me get that stop up behind my, usually put my stop behind the lowest bar behind the current. Leave this at the dynamic target line. That was a previous high. And I always like to lock in. Notice how now it's in the buy zone area. I'm going to bring it right behind there. So I'm up $300. That's fine. There's a lot of money being injected to the upside. I'm going to lock it and bring it behind that. We'll bring it up in here. We'll get stopped out. Fine. So what you have here is when you had a buy signal into the buy zone. Whenever price, I'm going to go short here real quick. Another good sign, another good signal right there. Put that in the, we had a sell signal. Wanted to chop, so that's your wave 3 coming up. There's a cluster sell. Just remember, plus 150 is the buy zone, minus 150 is the sell zone. Now it's transitioning out of the actual buy zone. I didn't think we get a lot of these. All right, let's see if it hits my target. I'm going to bring this down. Right in there, lock that in. So the target was filled. You can see here you have a cluster. This is why I took this short. There was a cluster developing. My momentum was down. The momentum band was down. It gave me a wave 3. My hyper snapback line had a cluster. All clusters, you want to go short. Clusters down here, you want to go long. So I went with my momentum. And you can see in the money velocity, all the difference bars were injected to the downside. And that's why it keeps pulling down and making new lows. So that the market is in a live market. 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we're in a live cash market now. It's not pre-market. And that is your session low for the current session, not the overnight. So I believe with all of the, I'm actually glad we're able to get these trades that we're in. I like to try to show it in real time. You can go back and look at this video, and it's a study tool. It's an instrument for you to actually understand how to enter and exit these trades. So your high percentage setups for entry, and then your high percentage setups for the actual way to manage a trade and get out of it. Not just to know where do I put my stop, you kind of know where to put your stop here. On a last note, the reason why I use tick end time, tick gives me actual volume in each one of these bars. Because pre-market, it's going to, if I have a 5-minute or a 3-minute, every 5 minutes or every 3 minutes I'm going to get a bar no matter what. On tick, it won't do that. It shows me the actual volume, and each one of these bars is a 610 tick. And on other time frames I have 333 or 512 or 987, 5-minute and 10-minute. But with that, I believe that shows you the full stealth mode and how it beautifully works in AI in real time. If you have any questions, we give you lifetime support. Get the system, get the studies. Best of trades.